Hello, I'm Steph. Thank you for stopping by. Listen, these are the designs that we're going to make in this video. I hope you enjoy the video. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that dang on subscribe button. Hit that bell also so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so here we are at the home page on Canva. I'm going to show you two quick things before we get started. The first thing is this home page. This is where you'll start when you first start in Canva. In order to create a design, you can hit create a design, then go down and pick one of the pre-populated ones, or you can do custom size. And you can put your custom size in here. You can go pixels, you can do inches, millimeters, or centimeters. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a design. And for the purpose of this design, I will be using the Instagram post square, which is a 1080 by 1080 pixel. And all you do is hit create a design, then go down to Instagram post square. And this takes you to the design canvas. So you'll be designing on this board right here. The next thing I want to show you before we get started on this lesson is how to upload your media if you wanted to upload pictures. So the easiest way to do is to go over here to the left side panel and hit uploads. Well, might not be the easiest way, but this is the way we're going to do it. You're going to hit upload, then upload files, and then you'll go to the picture you wanted to upload. So let me grab my pictures for this. I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to use this one. I'm using two. So I click one, hit control, then click the other, hit open, and both of them will upload to my control panel. So I'll be able to use them. Okay, so we're here in this design panel, and the first one we're gonna do is a design like this one. And this design, or either this design, or using elements that are found within. We're gonna go here to elements. And since this month is breast cancer awareness month, we're gonna do breast cancer ribbon. I have it right here. And I'm gonna open up all on the graphics, and let's find us something to use on here. Okay, so I'm adding different elements. I chose the pink globe. Then I went back and chose different women. When you are choosing elements, if the color palette pops up at the top, you are able to change those different colors within the element. And again, for this particular design, I'm going to be using all elements that are within Canva. A quick text. We'll go ahead and stretch that out. So this. And let's go down here. We're gonna do a curve. So we did text, and then we just picked the text and wrote and we typed it in. Now we're gonna go down here to effects. And we're gonna do, let's see how it looks. We're gonna do the curve. Let's let it out a little bit. See what we got now. There we go. And that's a quick design. We'll go ahead and put some in the background. Let's grab us some clouds. And that's a quick design. We'll go ahead and put some in the background. Let's change the color. So let's see what we can do. Get a little bit darker. How about a black? I like that. Then we're gonna add some more elements. We're gonna go up here. I'm gonna do some pink clouds. And change the transparency on that. That right there. I'm gonna change the transparency. I'm gonna go down here to my projects. Go to my star folder. Grab a ring. And the name of this is Blue and Orange Radiant Gradient Illusion. So you can change all different shades of pink. And go back to another dark pink. We'll do the same dark one. I want this to cover the whole background. And just a little bit more. So I'm gonna push that to the back. So I'm gonna take the position and I'm gonna put it all the way to the back behind everything. I keep grabbing it. Okay. Look at the clouds up a little bit. There we go. So it looks sort of like a sunshine behind that. And of course we need the ribbon. I decided on the butterfly with the ribbon on it. Then I used the color match dropper to match it to one of the colors already in the design. Yeah, I think that's gonna be our first design. And so this is designed using elements that's found within Canva. And we're gonna go on to the next design. Okay, so the next one we're gonna do is one of these little cartoon looking ones where you have the big head. That's all I could say. By the way, this is my cousin. And her head is not really big, but it looks like the head is big. Her body is actually hid behind the little things. So we're going to start with that. And to let you know that all cartoons that I do are done in Photo Lab. So I'll put a picture of Photo Lab app. They have it on Android and they have it on iPhone. I have an Android, but you'll be able to use it. So we're just gonna do a simple cartoon like this. And we're gonna have where the head looks big, and then what we'll do, put the little stuff around it and hide it. So let's get started. So we're gonna start with a cartoon we have. So this is some cartoons I did of myself as Wednesday, or whatever her name, since it's October. Again, cartoons are done within the app that's called Photo Lab. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna edit the photo, edit image. And again, I'm using the old editor. You can tell the old editor because it has a powerful new way to edit it. Say, check it out. So it's letting you know I'm on the old one. So I'm gonna remove the background. I'm gonna make it kind of big. Now, what I'm gonna do is be adding some elements to it again from the elements section of Canva. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of these. I don't like the way they look. Let's go ahead and put our ring in the back. So I have some saved. I go down to project and I go to what I have starred. And these are called the color radial gradient illusion. So you can type that in. And I'm just gonna add one. They all have the same name. Just the only thing that's different is the color. So I'm gonna add one there. Make that inner ring, not that we're gonna see it. I'm gonna go ahead and make that black. I'm gonna go ahead and make that outer ring black also. The orange is fine. I'm gonna make that a little bit smaller. Then I'm gonna take that by hitting position, and I'm gonna move that to the back. Then we need to make that smaller and make it fit inside the circle. Does it look better like this? Make it a little bit smaller so it can look like I'm actually coming off of it. Make me a little bit bigger. And so add my elements. Okay, we're gonna go back to elements and we're gonna keep on adding some of this spooky stuff. So let's try ghost. All right, I think we good with this one. So this one is basically where you have the cartoon head kind of big going outside. Let's do this like this. Raise that up a little bit. There we go. Just a tad bit bigger. Okay, so this one is just the effect where you kind of have the larger cartoon head and then the smaller elements. Of course, it's October, so that's why I'm doing the ghosts and goblins. If you'll notice that the design that I had before is a cartoon. Let me show you a cartoon. And my cousin, she does the $5 fashion, and they've added like a lot of stuff to their line. So I did her face and then put the different like jewelry, and she also sells the purses and stuff. So that's how I did that, and that was used with elements. So this is our design element. I use a cartoon from Photo Lab. Then I use one of the aerial gradients in the background, and then just added some images from the element section of Canva. Okay, so we finished them too. So the next one I'm gonna show you will just be the optical illusion part of this one, where this globe or shiny object is in there. Now, I did not do this particular photo, but it's really easy to do it. So let me show you that portion. So I'm gonna add a page, and I have a picture of me here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the background out. Go ahead and take some of this space off so I'll be able to work with it. So the only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over to elements again, and we'll do um shiny sphere. And we'll go to here and we'll find us something we want to grab. How about a bubble, like I'm throwing bubbles? Ah, go to the background. We'll change the color of the background. Let's do a pink. It's a line across my screen and I'm not sure why. Let's do a red since I have on red. Okay, so like I'm throwing a clear ball at you. So you can have your subject or whatever. Let me make this a little bit bigger and I'll make the ball a little bit smaller. So you just put your little ball there and it looks like I'm throwing a clear ball or what have you. You can change the balls or what have you. What I'm saying is that you can have your customer or your person do their hands. Now we wouldn't want to do that because that's right in my face. But do their hands like they're playing ball or if they're catching an object. You can do that, and with Canva, all you have to do is actually take that object and actually add that object to it. This one, where my eyes are looking. Well, I guess I'm cross-eyed. I don't know what I'm looking at. There we go. So you can take an object and imagine it in your hands, and you can actually add the object to the thing. Anything you wanted to add, you can just go up here and type it into elements, and you can do it. Okay, there we go. All I did was add my signature on there and resize it. Right here, you'll see that it didn't exactly remove the background correctly. I could have went back and put that in because that looks like I'm missing the shoulder. Instead, I decided to go ahead and put my little ball of fire. So Steph, then we're gonna add is on. Let's change the writing on is on. Then we're gonna add text. We're gonna go to element and we're gonna look up arrow. And let's do the graphics. And we're gonna make the arrow come back around here. So I think this one will be better. All we're gonna do is flip it vertical, then flip it horizontal. Let's flip it back vertical, okay, like that. Then we're gonna go ahead and move it. There we go. Something simple. And this lesson was just showing you that you can take a picture where you're missing something and actually add it in. So I added in the little ball of fire. I put it in the middle so that I could hide that. But I mean, I put it on the shoulder so that I could hide where the background remover didn't work properly. But there we go. So the next one we're gonna do. Okay, this is gonna be our final look, and it's gonna be kind of divided into two portions. The first portion we're gonna go over is making the graffiti type letters. So we're gonna make the word look like graffiti, and that's this portion. Of course, this is a complete design with graffiti on there, and all I did was add the elements. Then we're gonna move on to this portion right here, where you put the picture on the brick wall. So we're gonna actually be doing two portions. So we're gonna open up and we're gonna open a new design, and we're gonna change that background to white. And the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add our text. And I'm just gonna be a simple word. I'm gonna do boo. I'm gonna change my font, and I'm gonna use Gaggling. That's a favorite font of mine. Now that we have our font on there, we need to get a background. So we're gonna go to elements, and it's a brick wall. That's what I typed up there. And I'm just gonna choose one of these brick walls that are non-pro. So I'm just gonna choose this one, and I'm gonna right click it, and I'm gonna set it as the background. I'm gonna change blue to white. Sometimes this thing temperamental. Okay, once I change blue to white, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit effects. And the effect I'm gonna use is outline. I'm gonna change the outline to black. Once I change the outline to black, I'm gonna change the thickness, and I'm gonna put it at about a 5. Once I change the thickness, I'm gonna center my word. Then I'm gonna change the transparency down to about a 60. And what I'm looking for is that brick wall showing through my word. After I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna download this. The way I download this or save, whichever word you want to use, I'm gonna hit share. I'm gonna go down to download, and I'm gonna download this particular file. I have more than one file in here. So I'm gonna go up to select pages. I'm just gonna select the page that I want to download right now, which is the current page. I'm gonna download, and this is on PNG, and that's fine with me. I'm gonna do a download with the PNG. Once I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and change it to Graffiti Boo. I'm gonna save it where it's at. Okay, so the first part of our lesson on the graffiti portion of this is we open up a new page. We got our word and we typed our word in. We set our font and I did gaggling. I made it larger so that it would fit the whole page. Once I got it larger, I added me a background by going to elements. I typed in brick wall. Then I just chose the brick wall that I wanted to use. I chose this one. This one also, you can use it for free. You don't have to have a paid version. I added it to the canvas, right-clicked it. I set the image as a background, went and changed my word to white. Once I changed it to color white, I went up to effects. I hit outline. I changed that outline color to black, and I changed the thickness to 5. Once I got it on 5, I went back up and I changed my transparency to 60. And as it started showing through, once I did that, I went ahead and I downloaded the image by hitting share, going down to the download portion, and I'm just selecting by hitting the drop box, the one that I want to use, which is the current page. So I unselect everything, then I select the current page, and I hit download to save it. And it's saved as a PNG. Okay, that is the first portion. Once I finish that, I'm going to bring this image back in by hitting download. Then I'm going to upload the file. Now, if you're using a tablet, it might be a little bit different. So I'm going to find that boo that I did, and I'm going to go ahead and open that, and I'm going to bring it back into the canvas, up into Canva. Once I do that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start our design. I'll go ahead and I'll delete this page because that was just me doing a recap. This is my original image. I'm going to leave that right there for now. And I'm just going to open up a new page. Once I open up that new page, I'm going to go over here. And this is the image that I made. I'm going to go ahead and bring that onto the canvas. And I'm going to size it just to make it easier for you to see. Once I do that, I'm going to click on my image. And I'm going to hit edit image. Now, again, I'm working with the old editor, and the way you go right here to adjust. Once I go to adjust, I'm going to turn the saturation up. I'm going to turn it up to about a 70. Okay, and you can adjust this depending on whatever background you use and whatever font you use. So you'll probably, you can work with your numbers, your words so that you can see it. I'm gonna turn the brightness down just a tad bit. That way, this is now a JPEG, so it is a picture. And I'm trying to get it dark around there so that I can isolate my words. Once I got that done, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take that adjust and I'm going to go back and I'm going to BG removal. So I'm going to remove the background. Okay. So I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to clean up what it didn't take out. There's no problem with that. So I'm going to hit erase. And I'm going to clean up what it didn't take out. I'm going to size my brush to where I can work with it. Okay, I got that out. I'm going to take this boo out of the middle of here. as best I can. Now I could have went back and adjust my saturation and all that, but it was good enough. So now that I have my word, I'm gonna go ahead and take out all this dead space right here. Okay, so now I have my word boo, and now we're gonna make it look like the graffiti portion that we did. So I'm gonna go back to elements, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna upload my brick wall onto this page that we're on. Right click it and set it as a background. Now I have boo on here and it's moving freely. So I'm gonna take my boo while it's highlighted and I'm gonna hit edit image. Again, we're working with the old editor, and I'm gonna go down to shadows and I'm gonna hit glow. Once I hit glow, I'm gonna hit the control panels, which are these three sliders. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that so I can see the control. I'm gonna leave my my color to black. I'm gonna take the blur down to 0, the transparency up to about a 70, and then I'm gonna make the size a 2. Once I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit apply. So what I did is just put a little shadow around it, a dark shadow. So I'm gonna go back to glow again. So shadows, glow. Once I do that, I'm gonna open up the controls and I'm gonna change the color of this blur. The color of the background shadow, the glow. I'm gonna change that to white. So I want my glow to be white this time. Once I do that, I'm gonna go ahead, I can turn the blur up. I'm gonna do about a 15. I'm gonna change the transparency, take that up to about maybe a 80 and change the size. And I changed the size to a 30. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit apply. Once I hit apply, now I have my word. Okay, now on this, when you're doing the shadows, have that on there, I'll go ahead and I'll bring in my word. Bring in my picture. With this shadow and glow, once you turn your words into a photograph, which is what you did by downloading it as a PNG, you can make as many of these shadow rings that you want. So if you wanted to add another color to it, you could definitely go and hit it again and add another color to it. I'm gonna leave it like this for right now. And I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna bring in one of my pictures. So I'm gonna be using both of these pictures. I want a black and white one and I want a color one. So I'm gonna bring in the black and white. That's me as Wednesday, I think her name, or Tuesday, whichever name. I never saw the Adam family. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna edit my picture and I'm gonna do a BG remove on there. Okay, that's really good. Then I'm gonna go ahead while I'm over here and I'm gonna add the color one also. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to remove the background on that one also. Now, in order to do this the same way, we're gonna do it the same way that we did our letters or our word. I'm gonna put her up there. Move Boo right there. So in order to make it a part of, to make it look like spray paint, if you take that away, it's looking like spray paint now, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this white glow around it. Now, I don't want them sharp edges. So what I'm going to do is I can either put something over it, or I can try to knock the sharp edges by going back to edit, go back to BG remover. And I can use my erase function. I'll make it a little bit bigger, and I'll take out the edges of the pictures so it won't be so sharp over there on the edges. Let me do that again. I didn't like that one. So erase. Okay, and I'm gonna put done. And I'm gonna again hit the edit image, and I'm gonna hit shadows, and then I'm gonna hit glow. Now you can either put a black ring around here like I have now, and you can add the blur. You can even up the size of the black ring, which will make it look like it's a shadow behind it. Or we could do it the same way, take the size down, leave the blur up on this, because even though you want the hard line around your word, you don't want the hard line around your image. So you're gonna leave the blur on there when you're doing the image. Take it down to a size 7. I mean a size 2. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply. Then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna come behind it, and I'm gonna put a white glow behind it. Change this to white. And you could do any color. Once I change that to white, I'm gonna make the size a little bit larger. Make the blur. Okay, make sure you hit apply once you're finished. Then I could do the same thing for this one. I could take away the hard edges by hitting BG removal. Hitting the erase button, and then I'm gonna go down and erase some of the edges around there, just so it won't be square. Done. And we're gonna go to shadows, glow. I'm gonna leave the black glow blur up instead of turning it down. I want the blur to stay there because I don't want a hard edge around it. Although in this picture, it wouldn't make a difference. So let's go ahead and take the blur off. I'm gonna take the size down to 2, and we're gonna take it up because we want the hard line. I want the hard line around there. Now you're gonna work with your your numbers. I'm just showing you what you should change, but you adjust it to the look you wanted to have by what picture and what element you use. I'm gonna apply that, then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna put another glow around it. Change that glow to white. Once I do that, I'm gonna take the blur up, make the size to my liking, about a 25. And I'm gonna leave that transparency for the color one at a 50. I'm gonna hit apply. So once I do this, I'm almost finished. I go ahead and make that a little bit larger. Take my boo over here. I'm gonna go ahead and copy it. I think I put boo boo. Now, to make the effect even better, I'm gonna take my picture and I'm gonna take the transparency down so that the bricks will show through the pictures. And I just do it for the black and white one. For the color one, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna take it down because I don't want you to see through it, because I want it to look like I got some good spray paint. So that is the effect of the graffiti. We'll do a recap on the picture. We did the picture the exact same way we did the words. I'm gonna add it to here so we can see how we did it. We had the picture on. I did, let me put a color on the background so you can see it. So I added the picture, and for this particular picture, I had to take the background off. So I did a remove background. Once I removed the background, I went ahead and did the erase function under there just because I didn't want the hard edges on my picture. And this is a step you don't necessarily have to do. I just do it because I don't like the hard edges. So once I did that and I got my picture how I wanted, I'm gonna go ahead and apply that. I went to shadows up on the edit image. I hit shadows, and the shadow that I chose is the glow function. So after I chose the glow function, it actually put a little shadow around there, which is black. I'm gonna leave that one there. I'm gonna change the transparency up a little bit because I wanted the hand highlighted. Then I'm gonna hit apply. Once I hit apply, I went back and added another shadow. You can add as many as you want. Glow, not a shadow, I'm sorry. I went back and added another glow. Then I hit the controls by hitting these little sliders, bring up the control. I'm gonna change this to white. I'm gonna leave my blur. You can change the size to suit whatever size you want. You make it as big as you want, or you can make it as small as you want. Then you can change the transparency, make it as dark as you want, or make it as light as you want. I'm put it about right there. Once I get it where I want it, I went ahead and hit apply. So that's how you do the picture, the exact same way as you did the word when you wrote the word. The word just has an extra step where you have to change the words and change it into an actual picture. So this is the graffiti look, the glow look. I can leave this right here. Or I can add it to a brick wall. I think I like it like this. And we can go ahead and let's add some regular words on here. And we're going to use the drip effect on this. And we're going to put, let's go ahead and put trick or treat. Trick or treat. We're going to go ahead and we're going to change the letter. And we want some font that has a drip on it. I believe it's only one in Canva. This is the blood churro Chandon blood drip is the name of it. Pull her down a little bit, make her a little bit smaller. Let's put this trick or treat at the top. So we're gonna get the effect, and let's do a splice on that. Nope, let's not do that. Outline. That's pretty cool. Let's see what the lift do. So let's try to do a lift. Are we able to change the color? Nope, don't like that either. Shadow, let's change the shadow to white. Maybe orange. Like that a little bit better. We're gonna go on down in our effects and we're gonna take the curve. We don't want to curve that much, so let's go out. Let's bring it back in a little bit. I just wanted a little curve. Okay, let's go ahead and add a couple of more elements in here. And we'll put Halloween as the word and see what it's gonna come up with. Okay, let's get us some Halloween images. Let's get some pumpkins down here. Make her a little bit smaller. You bring it in, I'm gonna see what kind of editing images we can do. So the only thing we can do is just to do a tone, so we're gonna leave that alone. Edit image. Okay. Let's put that in the back. Hit position. We're gonna put that behind. Nope, that don't look good. So let's just get rid of that. We ain't even gonna force it down. Bring that back bigger. Elements, Halloween. I'm turn this spider to black because I don't know why it's blue. Let's go ahead and put that right there. Let's make sure that's on the back row because it do make a difference. Okay, yep, that's behind. I'm not too happy with that. We'll get rid of that. Definitely got to have a spider web, but back. I didn't do anything, so I'll go ahead and cancel out. This definitely needs to go probably right about there. I'll go ahead and hit position. I'm gonna take that to the back. Just make it small. Mm. Mm. It's in a witch. That's what I need. A witch. Okay, we're finally finished with this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. Make sure you save this video so you can refer back to it. I'm going to make sure I bookmark the different sections so you'll be able to go right to where you need it. Thank you again for watching it. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I am doing a lot of designing videos because I'm in the middle of moving. So not much crafting, but a lot of designing. It definitely was a pleasure, and I enjoy you all. I'll see you next time. Bye. You bring it in.